This girl right here is Takayashiki Rua. She's far from ordinary. One of the most popular idols right now, and the granddaughter of Takayashiki Taizo, chairman of the Taiken Group, the corporate giant that basically rules Japan. Her wealth and influence go beyond what any regular person could imagine, making her feel like a real-life princess. Meanwhile, I'm Suzuki Kazuma. Just an average gloomy guy. No friends, no girlfriend, your classic loner. If there's any reason I stand out, it's only because I happened to grow up as childhood friends with Takayashiki Rua. I've spent my whole life in her shadow, but unlike her, I never wanted to be special. I just wanted to live a normal life, with friends and maybe a girlfriend. I once told her how I felt. Her response? Are you stupid? You're just a gloomy loser. Know your place. You're only worth being my childhood friend, and that alone has used up all your life's fortune. Get that in your head. Know your place, know your place, know your place. She's been repeating those words to me since we were kids. It's like a curse I carry. I was nothing more than a slave. But even then, I couldn't stop yearning for a normal life. In the spring of my first year in high school, I got a text from her saying, "Hey Kazu, can you make it to the train station at 3? I'm going to karaoke with Aichan and the others. Will you come with us?" I thought about it. That girl, Aichan, Harakaki, that flashy girl. I'd never even spoken to her before. "Why me?" She said. "Didn't you say you wanted to make a friend? Or a girlfriend? The best way is to join a group like ours. Come on, you just need to take the first step." I thought maybe this was my chance. I wanted to change. So I put on my best clothes, gathered my courage, and even went to a hair salon. As I arrived at the VIP club and opened the door, I thought, this is the beginning of a new me. But the moment I stepped inside, laughter erupted. Seriously? He actually came? Gross. That's hilarious. He even got a haircut, lol. They all laughed. No way, he smells like a hair salon, and he's wearing a jacket, lol. I see. So it was a setup. Keeping a straight face, my childhood friend spoke. Wait, don't laugh, you guys. She said he really tried his best, but even she was laughing. Only Aichan, the popular girl, wasn't. Then my childhood friend looked at me and said, "What's wrong, Kazu? Just standing there? Come on, cry already. I bet 10,000 yen you'd start bawling." The main character looked at her and asked, "Just tell me one thing. Did I do something wrong? What did I do to deserve this?" She sneered. "Huh? That's obvious. You're my slave, simple as that. Go ahead and struggle in frustration. Put on a show for us." He saw it, her cruel, twisted side. "Honestly," he said, "I can't stand the thought that you're my childhood friend." The moment those words left her mouth, something inside him snapped. So this is what it feels like when a bond breaks. "Yeah, same here," he said quietly. "Let's cut ties, Rua." He said it out loud, and she froze in place, completely stunned and devastated. In the next second, she started shouting, saying, "Who do you think you are? Do you even know what you're saying? A loser like you talking back to me?" He stayed calm. "You were the one complaining first." "Huh? Don't mess with me, you idiot. I have every right to hate you, but you don't get to hate me." A brat like her, being a top idol? The world's gone insane, he thought, as he punches the table with all of his force and leaves. So it's settled. The guys sitting there all had their faces drenched with sweat, saying, "That's so lame. Stop trying to act cool. You don't need to worry about that guy, Rua-chan." But she was clearly shaken. "Hey, wait a second," Ai-chan called out. "Is the table actually broken?" It looked like the boy had smashed the table with a single punch. "No way! Did he really do that? That can't be. It must have already been cracked. There's just no way a regular person could break a table like that with their bare hands." Everyone tried to calm her down. Still crying, she shouted, "I will never forgive you for ending our friendship." Meanwhile, the main character felt a strange calm settle over him. On his way home, he thought, "I don't know why, but I feel completely refreshed. It's like the world is shining. Why did I let her control me all this time? I'd much rather face high school alone than sell my soul to a beast wearing human skin." We observe the glow in the main character's eyes as he says, "That's right. From now on, I don't have to live as her shadow anymore. I'm a free person." The horizons of the main character had broadened, and a new adventure had started. That night, we saw the old man. He was none other than Takayashiki Taizo, chairman of the Taiken Group and director of Tian Academy. When someone called out, "Grandpa," his expression instantly softened into that of a warm, affectionate grandfather. Just then, the girl, Kazuma's childhood friend, walked in and said, "Listen to this. Kazu was being mean to me today. He actually said he's breaking off our friendship." The woman beside the grandfather turned to her and asked, "Ruo-chan, is that really true? He just ignored you?" That woman was her cousin, Kaya Shukijigira. The girl continued, "I can't believe it. Kazu has never once opposed me until now." Her cousin asked, "Did he really do that?" Her face was visibly nervous as sweat rolled down her cheek. She followed up, "Maybe you said something mean to him, didn't you?" The girl seemed caught off guard and replied, "That's not it." Then she added, "I just said stuff like, 'You're my slave,' or 'It sucks being your childhood best friend,' and stuff like that." At that moment, everyone in the room understood the situation. Her cousin said, "That's actually pretty bad." The grandfather nodded, saying, "Exactly, Rua. It's only natural that Kazuma would be upset." The girl couldn't accept it, saying, "That's not true. I was just teasing him a little. Come on. Ever since Kazu started high school, he suddenly wanted friends and even a girlfriend. Isn't that ridiculous?" Her cousin replied, "Well, it's actually pretty normal to want to make new friends." The girl argued, "No, it's not. Doesn't he have me already?" The world's cutest princess, Rua, is always beside him. So the idea that he'd want to be close to anyone else, especially other girls, was completely absurd to her. So it should be fine for me to tease him just a bit, right? I am the only one in the world. I'm the only one who understands him the most. That is because I love him. She says that out loud. Her grandfather replied, "Yes, it's Kazuma's fault. Everything he is now is because of me, his grandfather." Her cousin added, "But if you want to make peace, Rua should be the one to apologize." The girl immediately refused. "No way." Then she turned to her cousin and said, "Aren't you his mentor? Figure something out and fix this. Make him apologize to the adorable me and say, 'I really love you, Rua.' And then kiss me." She says that out loud. Her cousin reacted, "A kiss, huh? Well, great uncle. You're planning to have Rua-chan marry him, aren't you?" The old man nodded. "Of course. That's why I had you mentor him. So he'd learn martial arts and how to be a leader. My granddaughter likes him too. And a boy like him is one of a kind." The woman goes on saying, "Talent? Yes, you're absolutely right. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Ever since elementary school, his grades have always been straight threes. He purposely scored average to fit in. All of this was part of his training to become the shadow of Rua. If he were to stop holding back, forget getting straight fives, the whole school, the entire country, no, the world itself would be shaken. And if that wasn't enough, he's ridiculously popular with girls. I can't even count how many we had to transfer out because they liked him. Thanks to that, he doesn't even realize he's popular." We observe the girl smirking, saying, "Foo foo, of course that's my Kazu after all." The grandfather says, "Yes, he is a worthy candidate to take over the Taiken group." Her cousin replies, "But now that he has cut ties with her, Kazuma has no reason to suppress himself anymore. Whether it's athletics, academics, or even romance, things might spiral out of control now." The next morning at school, a message was scribbled on a bench. "Looks like your seat got reset today 1. Lol, what even is this? Sounds like someone actually defied the princess. What an idiot." So that's how it is. The main character looked over and thought, "I kind of expected this. That childhood friend of mine, the insanely rich heiress and top idol, is honestly the worst kind of person." In that case, he figured there were only two things he could do. 1. Return the desks and chairs to their original spots and quietly join class. Or 2. Go running to the teacher's office. Yeah, that second option wasn't even on the table. After all, this whole academy is owned by her, or more precisely, her grandfather. Its goal is to raise S-class talent and become the best in the world. It's publicly known as S-Class Academy, focusing on elite sports. Those who shine in their fields get full scholarships, including free dorms. Students are recruited from all over the country through a special scholarship system. The truly talented get placed in the upper rank, while the common masses are designated lower rank. This caste system governs the academy, sometimes from behind the scenes, sometimes in plain sight. the most powerful person in the entire academy, Yashiki Rua, better known as Princess Rua. On top of that, the chairman of the school is her grandfather. Naturally, all the teachers are very sweet towards her. If I go to the staff room with a complaint, the outcome is obvious. So, should I choose option 1? Quietly return the desk and chair and go to class without saying anything? Number. Since I've decided to stand on my own, he pulled out his pen and said there's a third option. This should do, he thought, as he wrote underneath the message. So, with that, I will be studying on my own. Since this is an order from Takaya, please count me as present. Suzuki Kazuma. Everyone around was stunned. No way! Is this for real? Aren't they afraid of the princess? Now then, to avoid being seen, he thought, here's the place. He opened a door to reveal an underground library, a spot most students and even many teachers didn't know about. Being a longtime student here, a senior in the library committee had shared this hidden area with him. He planned to wait here until class ended. All he ever wanted was a simple life. But now that he had gone against her, the chance of making any friends or getting a girlfriend was basically gone. If that's how it is, then he would just live alone. As he stepped into the room, a girl was changing clothes, and he accidentally saw her in her undergarments. She screamed in shock. At that moment, he had no idea that his story was just beginning. A boy wishing for a peaceful life, now surrounded by extraordinary girls. This is Kazuma's unpredictable school life, in days far from peaceful. Meanwhile, his childhood friend sitting on a desk thinks, I wonder if Kazu will be crying and apologizing soon.